That was the worst Texans loss we've seen in a while. I mean, a good while. Welcome to Off the Gridiron, your Apollo HOU Houston Texans podcast. My name is Noah Outlaw. I am one of your hosts, as always, and as always, I'm here with Garrett Harrelson. What's up, bro?
Hey man, how's the weather there? I
It's,
I don't
it's
answer that. I already fucking know.
yeah, yeah, it's
It's real
awful.
shitty there.
Yeah, no, today
Uh,
also, but today's fine, bro. It's sunny.
oh,
Yeah, it
well,
all passed. Yeah,
we
no,
missed
it
it by
all passed.
one day.
Mm-hmm.
One day we missed it by. I guess
Yeah,
that's just our luck, isn't it? Uh,
yeah,
we'll get into everything. The
yeah.
good and
No,
bad. The ugly.
we'll
I
talk
will
about.
skip the good. Maybe I don't know.
It was no good. I don't
I
know
don't
what was.
know.
I
I
mean,
don't. There
maybe
was
Devin
not.
Singletary had a solid day. Good job, Devin. I mean, other than that, I don't know.
You
I
know.
wanted to talk about. I was at the game.
Mm.
No, this
Yeah.
this episode's gonna be just us mad. I'm just gonna. I don't really. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this the good, the bad. No, I was
Oh,
at the
I'm
game.
fucking crazy. I'm fucking going crazy.
Yeah, I
You
can
see me?
tell. I can look at you and tell that you're not in a good headspace at all.
Nope.
I
I'm
actually
not.
think I should probably. Are you alone at the office? Maybe we should call
I am.
someone.
There's no one here with me. There's no
Uh,
one here with.
I might need to. We might need a fucking wellness check. Yeah. Yeah. So I was at the game. Obviously, you're doing your thing there. I was at the game. I was pumped, man. I knew the weather was going to be bad, but I figured I'd suffer through for a Texans win. Um, I'll just say this. I mean, I'll start off the bat. I mean, I've been to a good amount of NFL stadiums. I've been to just stadiums in general. I've been to like a good amount in the course of my life. I think
How
my
was it?
my experience at MetLife Stadium is absolute dog shit. That is the worst stadium I've ever been to in my life. It's the first stadium I've ever been where, because you'll go to stadiums and people are getting drunk and they'll get into, and the employees at the stadium will have to, escort drunk and or unruly fans out of the stadium. It's the first
That's
time I've
football,
ever
baby.
seen one of the employees be the unruly one. There was just
Oh my
employees
god.
fighting people. There was just employees being like "fuck you" and yelling it out, and then everyone was just like, "Yeah, this is what every Sunday goes down." It wasn't. No one batted an eye. It was crazy. I was like, I'm never like the employees were just kind of just there. Like it was just so shitty, start to finish. There was nothing redeeming. I got two hot dogs. I got hot dogs at
How
halftime.
much were they? How much were they?
They are $9 a piece, and
Oh!
yeah, they're $9 a piece.
Oh!
And
Were
but
they even good?
no, dude, the dog itself was fine, and then but the bun was, I mean, it snapped, like it was hard, it was stale, it snapped. I basically just like ate really hard. It was just like I was eating hard bread and some meat. Everything about it sucked. There was no roof. There was no there was barely any fans there. They gave out towels at the beginning that said Jets on it. They're all soaked by game time. No one's towel is dry because it's pouring
Right,
down rain.
right. Because
No
the
roof.
inclement weather and it would not
Yeah,
stop raining.
yeah,
It
no
would not
roof.
stop raining. It would not stop raining.
You would think that at a stadium in New York, where weather's crazy, it's raining, it's snowing, it's this, it's that, it's everything's going on all the time. It's sleeting, it's doing it, it's hailing. That's like the one place you need a roof. And the Jets and the Giants, two of the biggest brands in the NFL, play there. It's I mean it's abysmal. And then leaving the game, even leaving a little bit early, I left 3 minutes early. I wasn't watching that shit show. Then I was like, let's go because we were going to get a lift home. Dog, I shit you not. They have one lot that's ready, like that you have to go to, which is a walk. It's a walk. I sat there for an hour and 20 minutes after the game, waiting for a lift. An hour and 20 minutes in the freezing cold weather and raining on me. I mean, like, yesterday was the worst experience I fucking had at a sporting event in my life. And I feel really bad. I feel genuinely bad for Jets fans and Giants fans for having
They have it's
to.
their life.
Yeah,
That's
they
their
have to
life.
do that if they want to go to a game. they have to do that I'm never. I'll go if the Texans are playing, which thank God I don't think we're playing the Jets again for a bit, maybe 2 years, and then we don't play the Giants again for another 3. So I don't have to worry about that. But I mean, NRG Stadium has its flaws, no doubt, but blows MetLife out of the water in every way. Horseshit stadium, horseshit team, but they somehow beat the Texans 30-6 yesterday. I'm done ranting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not done ranting. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep. I'm gonna keep
I'm done
looking.
ranting about the stadium. It's horseshit.
You know what? I'm going crazy because
I can see that.
all year long, I was sitting around cooking Zach Wilson for being such a bad quarterback. You
Yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm.
he not only beat us, he had his best game of his career by
Ever.
far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, a great completion percentage. We just could not stop him in the second half. First half was a completely different story. 0-0 going into halftime. I thought, oh well, this is going to be a real defensive game. In the second half, it really wasn't. You know,
No.
he cooked us. He cooked
They
us.
put
They cooked
30
us.
points in the second half.
Yeah,
30.
they 30 points in the second half. We to our 6.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's just in one half too. You know, allowing 30 points in one half. You know, talking about because I'm more or less talking about the defense with this. The offense, I get it. CJ was out there with no Tank Dell, no Dalton Schultz, no Nico Collins. One series of Nico Collins.
Yeah. In the
He
rain.
had in the rain, in the cold, against a top 5 passing defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. You know,
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
when it came to game planning offensively, there was really nothing we could do except be like, hey, Noah Brown, John Mechie, Xavier Hutchinson, Robert Woods try to get open. It's hard.
Jordan, yeah.
It's hard against that defense, right? Let alone with those guys.
Yeah,
And
it's hard to do with when you're full power in a dome, like in good weather. I mean, it's hard to do.
it's also astonishing that we had 7 drops yesterday. 7.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
7 drops. And it was sometimes perfect placement from Stroud. Another time, I remember this specifically, it was going to be a first down to Noah Brown. He was covered by Sauce Gardner. Wouldn't you know it? Sauce Gardner was fucking holding. I know he was. He was holding his hand down.
Yeah.
Hold his fucking hand down. Didn't get called. Stoney, you're right. He does get
goes at every play.
He does get calls. Yeah. I mean, the offensive performance was nasty.
Yeah.
And I you know what? I've seen Aaron Rodgers have stinkers. I've seen Tom Brady have stinkers.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, you can have this stinker. I get it because you know those guys if they don't have their top receivers, if you don't have if any quarterback doesn't have their top receivers, it's like, well, fuck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Noah Brown is not as good as those 2 weeks said he was.
Yeah.
Noah Brown's fine. Robert Woods is 33. Xavier Hutchinson is a rookie, 6th rounder.
6th round rookie.
And John Mechie, he's still kind of coming into his own.
He's still recovering,
still coming out of his shell.
Cancer. Yeah. He's. I know. I mean, it sucks, and I'm like I'm not gonna blame CJ too much, like you said. Like I'm not gonna blame the offense that much. Conditions were terrible. It's just everything was stacked against them. I think that game's totally different in a dome. Or just in okay weather. I mean, if it just isn't raining and 40 degrees and 30 miles per hour winds, that game's fine. I don't think that even with the receivers being down, even with Nico being down and Tank and Schultz being down, it would have been better. I don't know if it would have been much better, but it would have been better. I'm going to cut CJ and the offense a lot of slack on that. I've seen what they can do. I know what they're capable of week to week. And going into that situation, we knew it was going to be bad. We knew we were going to have to run the ball a lot. We knew the passing game was going to be limited. I'm not going to dog on them for that too much. But
I will.
Zach Wilson and company were able to do it, and so I am going to dog on the defense. The defense was abysmal.
I mean, it was just. I don't know if I don't know what Nathaniel Hackett has on our coaching staff, but he fucking cooked it up after halftime.
Yeah,
He
he did.
chefed it up, bud.
Yeah.
And there were guys open all over the field. Garrett Wilson was open, I think, every single play.
Yeah.
I think every single play Garrett Wilson
Yeah.
was open. I think every single play Brees Hall was open because
Yeah.
Brees Hall had 8 receptions for 86 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. I know.
Jack Conklin
those
was
Jets fans,
mossing guys.
dude.
Jack
Those Jets
Conklin
fans,
was mossing our guys.
Jets fans
I mean,
love Brees Hall, dude. Brees Hall. We know like other fan bases like no, like Brees Hall's good. We know Brees Hall's a good player, very respected. Dude, Brees Hall to the Jets is the best player they've ever had. Like they love Brees Hall. Every single Jets fan was wearing a Brees Hall jersey, was yelling Brees, was chanting Hall, walking around in conversations talking about how good Brees Hall is. Like it was crazy. It was insane. I love it. I love that for them. And you're right. He was open every goddamn play, and so was Garrett Wilson. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if the Jets are just more used to playing in that shit fuck stadium. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're more used to that weather because down in Houston we're a civilized people and we have a roof over our heads and we're not fucking street dogs and trying to just figure it out.
We're not dirt people. We're not dirt people. We have a roof. It's you know what? It's retractable too.
And if
it is nice weather, it's fucking open that bitch up.
Mm-hmm.
If it's bad weather,
I don't know. I guess the Jets didn't get the memo on the current technology. I guess that hadn't made its way up there yet. I guess the telegram didn't reach or whatever. Yeah,
there's simple people up there.
Yeah,
I'll cut them some slack for being so simple.
Yeah.
They didn't think about that. They haven't thought about it. And I get it, it's fucking building a stadium's a lot of money. It's a lot goes into it. A lot goes into it. But you know what? New York is charging, $2,000 for like a 4x4 square to live
more, dude. More. I mean, $2,500.
Yeah. The taxes are crazy there.
Mm-hmm.
Use that taxpayer money to build a new fucking stadium. Mm-hmm. You know what? Maybe you don't have to share it anymore with your counterpart, the New York Giants. So I don't know. I'm no scientist. I'm no political scientist. But maybe you should do that instead of having my fucking friend or fucking co-host out there soaking fucking wet.
Dude. By the way, soaking wet. I walked up at halftime to dry off a little bit, and I picked my arm up like this. Just like it was like there was a fucking tube of water coming out of my fucking sleeve.
I bet. I'll bet. It's fucking stupid, man. And you know what? This is me coping.
This is copium. This is a lot of
This
copium.
is me taking copium. I don't care, dude. I hope this goes on New York Jets Reddit. What's up, man? Y'all are a fucking fraud team. All right, and y'all won because of injuries.
Hey, I'll say this. I'll say this too. And you know what? Shouts to us, but also Jets fans. That's embarrassing. Tons of Texans fans there yesterday.
Hey, that's good. That's so you know what?
So many Texans fans there. Like honestly, way more than I expected to see. Way more than I thought I'd see. Like I would everywhere I looked, I saw at least a couple. And so many Stroud jerseys, so many Dameon Pierce jerseys, a lot of Stingleys, a lot of I saw a Jonathan Grenard jersey there. Oh,
man, that's big time.
You know what I saw? Actually, this is hilarious. The absolute last guess of a jersey you think I'd ever see there. And no disrespect to the guy, it's just you're not that popular of a player, especially in your position. This guy must have known Michael Dieter because there was a number 63 Dieter jersey.
Is Michael Dieter from New York?
I don't know. I don't know. But the dude was wearing a Dieter jersey, and I was like, that's wild. They must know him or something because that's never going to be the one you'd pick. No disrespect to Dieter. I think you understand what we mean.
Man. Hold on. I mean, yeah, no disrespect, but the last thing we would see in an
He's
opposing
like
stadium.
our basically a backup guards jersey.
He
I don't know.
he was born in Ohio.
Mm.
He
Maybe
went to
his family
Wisconsin.
comes to the game. Maybe it was his
Yeah,
pops.
it has to be. I don't.
Yeah,
You should have went up to him. You should have went up to him and been like,
I
"Dude, what's
thought
the
about it.
story with your jersey?" You
I
know,
thought
that's
about it, but I was just so done with the situation. I talked to one
I
guy
get
about
it.
the podcast. I talked to one guy about the podcast, and he's a subscriber. So shout out.
Thank you.
But we were in a line for hot chocolate. What a guy! But other than that, I mean, I didn't really talk. I talked to other Texans fans in passing, but none of us were in the mood. None of us were in the mood. So
I mean, how could you be, right? I
no,
mean,
I mean, it was abysmal.
here's a deal. What what really grinds my gears is when people are like, "It's just a game." Which, yeah, I get it,
Mhm.
but when I see my sweet baby, my sweet angel quarterback writhing on the ground
Yeah,
when it's 30-6 or 27-6 at the time, I'm
yeah.
not having a fucking good time. In fact, it's my Joker arc, you know. I'm going crazy because
Hmm.
concussions are nothing to fucking play with. We know that.
Yeah,
We
let's
know
talk about
that.
it. I mean, let's talk about that before we get out of here. I'm almost
We'll,
done with
we'll,
this, but let's talk about it.
we'll get it. Let's get into the injuries because there's a fuck ton of them.
Yeah,
Nico Collins, calf strain. Will Anderson Jr. I don't even know. Ankle, I think. I don't even fucking know. Blake Cashman, I don't even fucking know. Because I just saw like a little tweet pop up. I'm pretty much zoned out at this point. I'm drinking beer. I'm not having a good time.
yeah,
I'm thinking about nice things to try to like make me happier. It's not working. And
yeah,
then I see a tweet. Blake Cashman's out of the game for the rest of the game. He's questionable return. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why Brees Hall had 8 receptions for 86 yards, is because Blake Cashman, one of the best coverage linebackers in the NFL, isn't playing anymore. Oh,
yeah,
and Nico Collins, calf strains are fucking nothing to play with, especially if you leave the game with it. I mean, you have to run on it, don't you? So going forward, excuse me, going forward, we have the Titans next week. The Browns, the Titans, and the Colts again.
yeah,
It's going to be real tough to watch those games if none of those guys play, or even half those guys. But it really just starts at the bottom with Stroud.
yeah.
If Stroud doesn't play next week, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how I'm going to be able to watch the game because Davis Mills came in the game, and I know Davis is a backup. Obviously, he's not as good as CJ Stroud. We
Yeah,
know that.
of course.
But God, Davis Mills looked fucking like he couldn't do shit out there. You
Yeah.
know,
No,
even
I
what
mean,
I think. Sorry,
none of our guys could do anything. I mean, that's the moral of the story. I mean, none of our
just
guys could do anything, and I don't know what to blame it on. I'm gonna blame it on the weather, because that team is not the team. That was not the Texans. That was not any. We haven't seen anything like that all year. Even week one against the Ravens. I
he
mean,
got embarrassed.
we put up 9 points in that game at least. Like, and that was CJ Stroud's first fucking regular season start. So, like, I don't know. I don't know what team that was, and I'm just gonna blame it on the weather, and then we're gonna. I mean, the injury report this week is gonna be very interesting. That first injury report on Wednesday is gonna be
Oh,
very fucking
oh
interesting.
my fucking god! That injury report is going to be the bane of my existence because
Is it?
it's just going to be
It's gonna be a novel.
named. It's going to be a fucking yeah. It's going to be just a fucking
I think it's gonna
novel.
be 53 players. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be 53 players.
I legitimately think that like 70% of the team is going to be on the injury report. It's
Yeah,
going to look like it's going to look like a wedding invite list, dude. It's going to look like a CVS receipt, dude.
yeah,
It's going to look crazy.
yeah.
And that's just because God, football God, Wheatluff, fucking decided, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna make it rain. Honestly, that looked like some of the worst weather I've seen the Texans face in by years of being a
I
Texans
couldn't,
fan.
dude. I couldn't imagine. I mean,
Since the Chicago game in 2012. I think
yeah,
I'd say that it's that bad. It was
yeah.
bad then.
It was terrible.
At least we won that game.
Yeah,
This one was like, oh fuck. Yeah. It was just.
yeah,
And I'd like to get into more what happened seriously, like what the Jets did and what the Texans did. I know what happened. I know what they did. They fucking cooked us. We
mm,
couldn't stop anything because of injuries and the rain. and
We
also
also
injuries.
we also knew that MetLife turf was going to be an issue, and it was. I mean, all of our
Yeah.
guys were injured. I mean, we.
So after the game, Brevin Jordan, the man, the myth, the legend, the man of
He
the people.
also
He
shout out our leading, led the team in receiving yards, 3 receptions for 35 yards, but still, shout out Brevin for stepping up.
Yeah, stepping up, I guess.
Enough.
Leading
I mean, not enough, but I
enough.
mean, he did his thing. I'm not dogging on any of our guys. That's what I'm going to
No,
say.
I'm not. No,
I
I'm
don't
not
want
either.
any
The
of
thing
our
is,
guys, or I mean, obviously, who knows what they see and what they don't. But I don't want this to get out there and it'd be like, oh, well, we're shitting on. No, like I blame the weather. I blame MetLife. I mean, a
injuries.
little bit of maybe game planning, but I just maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, well, when it comes to game planning, like what the fuck are you supposed to do
Yeah, I don't
without
know.
most of your offense out there?
Yeah,
Like you literally cannot. Thing is, we couldn't even run the ball at that point because guys were not getting open. I know there were Texans media people there who were saying, I mean, guys, we're watching. Like, there's no one getting open. There's no one open for the Texans.
yeah,
So Stroud is just DOA every time the play starts.
hmm
Every time it snaps, the ball snaps, it plays DOA. Because now the run game is going to suffer. Run game actually wasn't bad because Devin Singletary had a few big runs, had the touchdown. But the Jets knew that the only thing we can do now is run the ball. Because
yeah,
all we have to do is cover, John Mechie and Noah Brown. That's
yeah,
easy. That's
hmm
easy. All we have
yeah,
to do is kind of like put CJ Mosley on like Brevin Jordan or someone on Brevin Jordan. Yeah, we
yeah,
could do that. And
yeah.
they did. So when it comes to offensive game planning, not much you can do. When it comes to defensive game planning, first half, great. Y'all did wonderful. Second
hmm
half, I don't know if Will Anderson and Blake Cashman really mean that much to our defense, but after they were
Yeah,
out, it was just Zach Wilson was in his bag, dude.
yeah,
Zach Wilson was in it. Ugh, I hate saying that. I'm gonna fucking light up, dude.
yeah, dude.
Bad game, really bad game.
Terrible.
Um,
I'm done talking about it.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
done.
congrats to the Jets.
Yeah,
I've been
congrats,
shitting
guys. I
on
mean,
them.
that's cool.
I've been shitting them all year long because they're a bad team.
Yeah,
Great defense, abysmal offense. They looked good against us yesterday though. So honestly, congrats to the New York Jets for
look, hey, and
winning
look,
the
I
game.
think it's bullshit. Congrats, but I think it's a bullshit way to repay me because if you watch Play Action Takes, I've been the only Jet supporter outside of.
A Jets apologist, if you will.
I've been a
I mean,
Jets apologist all year, all off season, and
this
then
guy would have taken his shirt off his back to give it to y'all.
absolutely I would have. Absolutely I would have. I've been supporting the Jets hard, and this is how you fucking repay me.
Yeah.
This is how
No,
you.
no, there, no favors returned. I see. That's the New York way. I
No,
say.
yeah, that's
I mean,
valid. I mean, that's how it is. Dog eat dog world.
also, you wouldn't even believe the amount of texts I got saying, "Well, at least the Jaguars and Colts lost," which that's good.
That is
Obviously we
good.
need them,
That's good,
but
but we should
to
have.
squander because next week it's like fuck, they might win and we might lose because we have many injuries, many injuries. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep an eye out on that injury report. I know it's gonna be fucking large, so can't
Yeah,
miss it.
yeah,
It's gonna be hard to miss.
yeah,
But that's all I really like to say about this game. Next
yeah.
week we have
Same.
the Titans.
Yeah,
Next week
I
we have
mean,
the
we'll do a Titans preview, this week, and we'll obviously keep an eye out on the injury report. Might have Davis Mills starting next week, so
yeah.
it's
And
looking like it might be. And obviously, I want CJ to. Concussions are very serious. He needs to take all the time that he needs to get healthy. Hopefully, he can be out there, but if he can't, I totally understand. And we'll have 10 under center. So
we'll see. We'll see. Before we get on out of here, some actual good stuff.
yeah, actually,
For this
good
episode.
things that
Yeah. And
that
you know what those good things are?
what's that?
Drinking alcohol. Drinking alcohol. And I have Zing Zang Bloody Mary mix. I have the mix right here. It's blazing flavor. It's spicy. And
Yeah.
down there, here, I'm gonna pick up. I got the pre-made with vodka in it, bacon infused flavor. Zang responsibly. This stuff is delicious, so
That
you will
stuff is
not want.
good. I mean, that stuff's
You
damn good. That stuff's better than anything you saw yesterday. I mean,
you'll want to keep filling up your cup after a game like that. And
yeah.
also, thank you to Celebrity Mint. Go follow them on socials. The Celebrity Mint. They just launched their new Mike Tyson series. I got a Mike Tyson trading coin right here.
So dope.
It's
That's
the
so
green
sick.
and silver colorway. It's legal tender. These things fucking fuck. Like these things
Yeah,
are awesome.
those are
So
so dope.
go. So if you have some of these after a game like that, you can just go ogle at them and just be like, well, at least I have these. So
Can we
thank you,
say
Celebrity Mint.
I want Celebrity Mint to send me some so I can have some here because I want to have some too.
We'll go follow them on socials. The Celebrity Mint.
Yeah, I'll go follow them on socials and get one. Maybe they'll give them away, or I'll just go check them out. But they're
Yeah,
really dope. They're super dope.
yeah, and
Also, if you are hungry after watching a shitty Texans game,
yeah,
go to Big City Wings. What's their deal on Monday? Chicken tenders, right?
dollar chicken tendies. So
Dollar
if you
chicken
go out
tendies
there,
on Mondays. They got deals all week. So go
it's my
check out Big
favorite deal.
City Wings as well, dude. It's the best. It's Apollo's wing joint. It's Houston's wing joint. It's a great place to watch football. Even bad games are good at Big City Wings. So go.
Yeah, because at least you have great food and great
Exactly.
appetizers.
And the
Here. And great
camaraderie of
service.
good friends, watching games of chance and skill.
Yes.
So,
Woo! All right. I'm ready to stop this.
me too. Me too. Me too.
I'm
All right,
gonna
guys.
I'm gonna go edit this and go home.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I don't know how you could have. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Let us know you like what we're doing. Hopefully, the preview will be much more like normal. But as you can understand, probably we're a little off the rails right now. We're all unhinged at the moment. So
It's the
uh,
fucking playoff race, dude.
yeah, man.
It's a
I mean,
playoff race, and
we couldn't
oh my
afford this.
god.
We couldn't
Oh,
afford to drop any game, especially in that fashion. And also, that was the one Texans game I get to go to in New York, where I live for the next couple of years at least. So probably. So yeah, I mean, I'm bummed that was the one that I get to see. So it was just bad all around. But all right, guys.
see
Other
what
than
you
that,
make me see what you fucking did. See what you fucking did to my friend.
I
You
know, man.
fucking made him sad, dude.
Fucking Jets.
Fuck, that makes me sad. Go fuck
Fucking
yourself,
Jets.
bad weather.
Fuck MetLife Stadium, by the way. Fuck MetLife Stadium. All right, guys. See you later, bro.
All right. Watch Texans. Watch football.